Cheers guys, welcome back to another video. And this video is called, well, this post that I'm going to read to you is called, I've discovered an excellent technique for manifestation. This is going to be tapping into some things that we've talked about in the past before. We've talked about the feelings of relief, feelings of safety, feelings of really being protected, being guided, being at peace. These are all the types of feelings and emotions that we tap into when you're looking for that state of the wish fulfilled, right? Because a lot of the times people think it's going to be this crazy thing, right? We've talked about this many times, but really that feeling of peace, that feeling that everything is all right, everything is okay, my world is taking care of me, is what we're looking for. So let's go over this post and we'll discuss it here. So after having obtained the feeling of the wish fulfilled, how to properly yield. As Neville said, after obtaining this feeling, it is proper to totally yield to the being within you, that your wish will be carried out to manifest into reality. This yielding or surrendering is the cessation of all doubts and the act of acceptance that it is done now. So, how to properly yield? I've wondered how for a while, and I developed a technique by using the word finally. 1. Finally, I have what I want. That is in quotes as an affirmation. Modify this according to your desire. 2. Take a deep breath and a long exhale and sink into the feeling of relief. And we've talked about this before. There's been other people that have talked about this idea of a sigh of relief. That can really be just that pure act. And even breath work, box breathing, but also Wim Hof's breath work. If you look up Wim Hof breath work on YouTube, it'll pop up. It's got like 92 million views or something. Can really get your nervous system, your parasympathetic nervous system, into that state where it actually feels at peace instead of being in the fight or flight state that we tend to be in more often than not in modern day living. It's like we're perpetually, and a lot of scientists talk about this, Andrew Huberman, many people, that our cortisol levels are constantly spiking. We're constantly walking around in a state where our body is inflamed, also because of our crappy diet that we have. The standard American diet, which is really not what it is. It should be called like the standard toxic diet, because it is just wreaking havoc on us at a cellular level. So, breath work, diet, like being aware of that, being aware of just also your body, how you're holding your body. Are you taking deep breaths? Are you standing up straight? Or are you in this very like retiring position, which also is signaling to your body that you are afraid or that you are not confident, right? There's been a lot of studies as well about power poses, and you actually create more testosterone by standing up straight with your shoulders back, maybe putting your hands on your hips. Not that you need to walk around doing that all the time, right? And it's not to take this to a silly, absurd level, but all of this stuff plays a part in how you're feeling, how you're reacting to things, your mindset. It's all a feedback loop. Your thoughts and your feelings are a feedback loop, and the body and mind is connected. So doing your affirmations alone, but then going and eating stuff in your face with Twinkies, having bad lifestyle habits, lifestyle choices, it's really a holistic approach and that's what I want to talk about on this channel as well, because a lot of people get that, miss that part. So the third step is, it is finally done. Thank you. Sink into the feeling of gratitude. 4, enter the sabbath or rest of no more thinking about it, no more affirming, just maintaining the feeling of gratitude because it is done. So we got some comments here. It's so in the I have what I want, people need to include the manifestation purpose, right? Like finally I have a new car, apartment, phone, etc. The OP replies, yes, finally I have a husband, or finally I'm rich, or finally everything actually turned out all right, or finally everything actually turned out right. So somebody else posted, what works well for me is inhale gratitude, exhale relief. It really allows me to feel that warm, nice feeling of a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. And somebody else said, I've heard this practice in 12-step programs. That's the interesting thing, is like so many of these things are practiced in all kinds of different teachings or whatever, 12-step programs, cognitive behavioral therapy. A lot of therapies use a lot of techniques that we talk about on this channel because they just work. Breath work, visualization, hypnosis. These things that have been laughed about by many people, they're used in such a wide array of disciplines. I mean, I had that video too, how the Navy SEALs use affirmations, how they use visualization. This stuff is no joke. It's also Olympic athletes use these same things. What's his name? Phil Jackson, coach of Kobe Bryant, big on meditation. Kobe Bryant used to talk about, before he passed, that he would be doing he did meditation every single morning religiously. All right, so just say it until you feel the feeling of relief, gratitude, and finally let go, leaving it to the higher power to do what is necessary. And yeah, one of the exercises that I have in the upcoming ebook that's going to be coming out soon, if you guys are interested, click the link below. You'll be added to the list where I'll be notifying you when it drops. That is a exercise that is all about giving it to a higher power, allowing yourself to kind of take the pressure off and allow the divine, the universe, whatever resonates with you, infinite intelligence. It's kind of like you're placing your order, you're allowing it to sort it out for you, because sometimes we don't have all the answers. We can sometimes ruminate and, you know, run our logical mind like a hamster on the hamster wheel, but it sometimes doesn't know the answer. And sometimes there's different hacks that we can use as well with this. Like, you can affirm or even tell yourself, use your self-talk that, look, you know, we might not have the answer. You can even speak to your mind or your subconscious in this way. We might not have the answer, and that's okay. So we'll just allow ourselves to receive the answer at the appropriate time. There's different things. Like I said, they're going to be in the book. Click the link in the description down below if you're interested in getting that when it is out. And with that being said, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. Have you guys experimented with any techniques like this, with the breath work, with this thing about finally? I do like that word. It is a great word to add, because it is the word that a lot of me at least personally, and I think a lot of us use when something finally happens, when something that we've been longing for, that something that has been a desire or a goal of ours is finally met. That's kind of the verbiage that I use too. It's like, finally. Like, that's how I feel about this house I've been telling you guys about. It's like, finally, the house is for the most part done, you know? Now it's a matter of doing some final touches. I have to get the heat pump for the pool. There's little things that need to be done, but the work, the island, the cabinets, all the main stuff, like the kitchen, if you guys are familiar with remodeling, it's always kitchens and bathrooms that take up the most amount of time. The bathroom, we switched out the closet with a gigantic shower, and which looks great. I'm very happy with the way that turned out. I'm glad, even though it took a lot more energy and a lot more time and also more money to redo the plumbing, you know, completely tear out we had to jackhammer up all the floor, all the concrete to move the shower over to where the closet was. But like I said, I think it turned out great. And finally, it's done. And I can express that gratitude with that word, finally. I have what I want. Finally, my house is done. Finally, my house is ready. Finally, I have this relationship. Finally, I have the career that I've been wanting. Finally, I'm in X job. Finally, X loves me and we are together now, right? Anyways, guys, much love as always. Like I said, drop this with a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Hit this with a like. Hit me with a subscribe if you have not done so already, and I will see you guys in the next video.